Hello, buddies. So today has been an awesome day. It's Halloween. So, oh, I got like a hair on my phone. Get off of there. I am just a hairy beast who's wearing footy pajamas today. Well, not footy pajamas because, like, that'd be crazy. So today was a good day. I didn't see Humphrey. For those of you who don't watch me, Humphrey is a camel. I did go by there though because it was a beautiful day. I mean, just absolutely gorgeous, but so fucking cold. I mean, we're talking under 40 at noon. And for Arkansas, that's cold. That's really cold. I mean, my friend in Ohio wasn't even like, he was in the 60s today, and I'm like, that's perfect for like trick-or-treating. And my kid didn't even go trick-or-treating. I mean, they tried, but didn't go. He ended up Pokemon hunting. My oldest, who's 19, was supposed to go trick-or-treating. She was gonna.
Would you like to eat the rest of this? Isabel didn't want to eat this.
I might.
Okay.
I'll be in to get it in a minute.
Okay.
That was my oldest. Now she was gonna tell her younger sister, who's 14, who I didn't really want to go trick-or-treating anyway, but she's like, hey, if they say anything about my age, just say she's mentally handicapped. Like, yeah, that's my kid. Of course, I wouldn't have. I'd be like, no, just tell him I'm a retard, because ultimately it's true. I would never say that about somebody who's actually mentally handicapped. That's the standard I have. If I call you the R word, it's because you're not mentally handicapped. You're just a nut. We don't know what's wrong with you. So, my friend in Ohio got great news that, he put in for a little bitty appeal, and they didn't say no. So it looks pretty good for him. And that my friends being happy makes me happy. I love it when people get good news. And I was like, hey, I told you you're on the right path. And when you're on the right path, things work. Now, I'm not going to say that if your life is shit, you're totally on the wrong path. I'm not going to say that. I can say that you probably need to really look at what's going on, because the world doesn't just decide to shit on you all at once. It's not how it works. I'm not saying that people deserve the bad shit that happens to them, because but negativity attracts negativity. This is what I say to people. It attracts it. That's why you're always like, and you'll notice this with people who are always like, why is this always happening to me? Those people, think about it. Think about those people. Why is this always happening to me? What is that person like? Is that person a positive person? Is that person doing what they're supposed to be doing? Or are they doing the same thing over and over again? If you can see that in their case, then chances are you can apply it to yourself and say, okay, why is this always happening to me? What can I change? What might be the problem? So, and then work on that. And I said work because things are not just going to be handed to you. You can't just, like, you can start thinking about the universe or God, whatever you want to put your hope and faith in to bring about positivity. Do that. But the thing is, like, with you can wake up in the morning and say, I'm not going to have a bad day. And if you just keep that in your mind when something bad happens, it takes skill. It's not an easy thing, but figure out what calms you. Is it water? Is it trees? Is it wind? Is it fire? You know, not sure what else calms people. Some people, you know what calms you. You know what you like. So when something bad happens, say, okay. With me, it's water. I love water. It can be a water fountain. It can be a little water pump machine. I don't care. Just give me some water sounds. Put me there. Um, or just going outside and like, just find something outside of yourself that you can think good thoughts about. Because the main thing is to not dwell on, because the way healthy people do things is they say, okay, can I fix this? If I can't, move on. If I can, okay, what do I need to, can I fix this now? If I can, fix it. If I can't, move on. You've got to let the shit happens stuff happen. I mean, digging in your feet and raising hell and screaming and cursing the gods, that is not going to change it's not going to change whether something's going to happen and you've got no choice on it anyway, or if you can fix it. Why waste your time doing all that when you can just fix it if you can fix it? So I say that, it takes work. It's not something that you can just snap your fingers and be able to do. Some people take to it quickly and some people don't. But the thing is, you have to respect that process that, okay, I am supposed to find something. Another neat thing to do to take your head out of your thoughts is look at the clouds. If it's a day where the clouds are all puffy and they make shapes, yeah. If you're sitting there trying to figure out what the clouds look like, you're not thinking about bullshit. You're in a whole other area of thinking. And one of the first days that I did that, I'm not going to lie, I was high. But I was sitting there and I was high. So when you're sitting in a chair, it's just natural to just kind of tilt your head back and just So I was just looking and then I was like, hey, the cloud looks like a dog. And then I was like watching it like change pattern and stuff. Now, I'm not saying everybody needs to get high and do that. I was trying to deal with an anxiety attack. I don't have a problem with marijuana. The problem I have has to do with a person taking it to quote unquote get high or get lit, or a person who, if they don't have it, they act like a 2-year-old, that they just throw fits, otherwise, if you're doing it just to like maintain a calm, go about it. If you ain't bothering anybody, I ain't gonna say shit. But if that helps you get into the mindset, because that's kind of the mindset you need, is that you need to just concentrate on something outside of yourself. And because it actually relaxes your whole body. So no matter what's happened, you're just cool. You're just sitting there like, okay, I was just checking out the thing. And then it's odd because once you do that, a lot of times you can look at whatever has put you in a bad state of mind. You can look at it and say, okay, there's nothing I can do about that. Or, yep, I know exactly how to fix that. You know, um, because some things can be fixed and some things can't. Some can be fixed, just not by you. You know, you just have to figure those out. But like I said, there's going to be bad days, and it's work. It's work getting to the stuff that you want. But I encourage you that if you find yourself being that person who says, "Why is this always happening to me?" Look at your path. Are you listening to your gut? Or are you listening to your head or to your heart or to your, like are you really thinking with, hey, what, it could be your job. Maybe your job isn't challenging enough. Maybe it's too challenging. Maybe it's some people you work with that just zap you. And I mean, I think everybody kind of knows those people that, sometimes you'll have a job and it's just like, man, this person, when they walk in the room, there is a shift. you know Now some people can walk in a room and the shift is like everybody's happy, and then other people, they walk into the room and the shift is, oh, she's here. I had a boss like that once. We had a great time until she'd come in and she'd say, "Why is it so hot in here?" And we were already freezing our asses off. I always felt like she was a gay lady who wouldn't admit she was gay, and she was constantly sexually frustrated. Oh, she was a bitch. She was a see you next Tuesday, you wouldn't believe. Anyway, I'm pretty sure her life wasn't going all that great. But leaving that job, I mean, that job, I actually started having anxiety attacks while I was working there. So that could have been an issue. I don't know. I mean, there could have been there was a lot of things going on around that time, but I didn't have any anxiety attacks before I started working there. And I'd have an anxiety attack like right before I'd have to go, and I called in a lot. I wasn't very happy. So sometimes that's the problem. Sometimes it could be, just, there's something you need to do. Like maybe you need to rearrange your living room. You need a little change, just a little, a little something different. Maybe you want to get into feng shui or decorating. You're not following some passion, because it can make you miserable if you're just vegetating, if you're just sitting there like not growing, because we're meant for things like that. Maybe you need to take a camping trip or a trip to the beach, a vacation of some kind. There's got to be something in your life that's not working right if you find yourself saying that all the time. Because, I mean, and it could just be your attitude. Because that lady, I don't know. I don't know what her deal was. She's probably dead now. Because she was old back then. Of course, she might be alive. I was 20, so everybody over 40 was old. um, but I'm just saying, like my friend, he's once he started embracing like the positive side of things and stop focusing on the negative, he was able to kick his drug habit. He was able to start going to school. He was able to get not his life back, but a better life, because he improved himself. He improved his mindset, and he was able to say, yeah, all this shit happened to me. There's no why did this shit happen to me? He's like, I did this to myself. I fucking did this. Now I gotta pay. I gotta make amends. And that's something that I've had to do too, is to say, hey, why the anxiety? And it's gotten better as I've embraced being more positive and being more like, hey, here's what I want. You know, I mean, I can't say everyone else is happy, but at the end of the day, as long as your kids are safe and healthy, what matters is that you're happy and healthy. Because your mental health is worth more than just sacrificing your sanity. Because, oh, well, I want to make my kids' lives perfect or as close to perfect as I can get. That's noble. But your mental health is worth you making hard decisions that people don't like, as long as your kids are taken care of. You know, so if you know somebody going through something, don't give them shit about leaving their kids. If their kids are taken care of, their kids have a place to sleep that's stable and nice, they ain't left them. They ain't done something shitty. They're taking care of themselves. And a lot of people might call that selfish. But I would rather my kids see a happy mom than a happy mom who's not around a lot, than to see a mom who says, well, I can't take you to that because I might freak out. Or a mom that drives them someplace and says, no, 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 we can't stay. I got to go home. I got to go. I got to go now. And they're watching her just be insane with anxiety. That's not good. I mean, that's not what I want them to see. I would rather have them hate me than to keep seeing me like that, as this broken human being. Anyway, I am going to go now. I had a great day. I hope that you had a great day. And I hope that you have, what am I going to say? A great night. Good night.